Pie Jesu Domine, dona eis requiem. Pie Jesu Domine.
Good morning and welcome to the bonus video for Sunday. So here's a question that comes up. Are Sundays free days, like from your fasting or abstinence or whatever it is you gave up during Lent? And technically, yes, they are. Every Sunday we celebrate Easter, no matter what. We are celebrating the Lord's resurrection. That this fundamental truth of faith and what we believe is a historical reality changed our lives. So even when we make all of our Lenten sacrifices and things, technically you can have them on Sunday. That's not the way I was raised. When I grew up, you gave it up till Easter morning, or if you went to the Vigil Mass, till after the Vigil Mass. And that was that. It was as cut and dry as that. But technically, because Sundays are a little mini Easter celebration, the things you have given up the rest of the week, you may partake of. Then it's really a shame the church does this, I think, and I'll tell you why. Because going 6 days without eating chocolate, watching TV, having a beer, it really isn't much of a sacrifice. Seriously. You know, it's really not. I then praise Mom, huh? She infected my head. That it just doesn't seem like it's that big of a deal. Making it 6 days till you can have your pacifier, it doesn't seem like a sacrifice. And one of the disciplines of Lent and our sacrifices, whether we're abstaining or fasting or doing something extra, is spiritual conditioning, spiritual training for real sacrifice when we have no choice. You know, what are we going to do if our health changes, our life circumstance change, and we have to do a sacrifice? We have no choice. It is demanded of us. No ifs, ands, or buts. Well, most people, when they have forced sacrifice, complain to high heaven. They get angry, they cry out, they are tempted towards resentment or despondency. And if you and I are accustomed to voluntarily undertaking sacrifice, it is good preparation for the moment when we may not be volunteering for sacrifice, but have no choice but to accept it. But I don't say all this. I'm layering on the Irish Catholic guilt. If you want to do it on Sunday, it's your prerogative. You know, the fruit that it bears will be shown throughout our lives. That was part of my comments this morning, a very short homily. Is after Lent is done, are we just going back to the same lousy habits that we had? I mean, we probably will, but are we going to be any better for it? Because that's the whole point of Lent. I'm trying to become a little more holy, a little more converted, a little more in love with God and neighbor. Wanting God's good by obeying His will, wanting my neighbor's good by encountering them and all of their needs and seeing where I can meet those needs. That's really what's going on for Lent. You know, that at the end of the 40-some days, I want to say it's 46, 47 days, because you don't count the Sundays, and then you got 40 days. That's the goal of it. That is the fruit it hopes to bear. Jesus strives towards Easter, and He has risen glory that changes creation. You know, it changes our relationship with God where we are redeemed. We believe that is a transformational event, and that He took sin and suffering on us so that He could meet us in sin and suffering. There is no place we can go so foul in sin that Christ can't encounter us there, because He has taken on that sin. He's made it His own. And there is no suffering so alienating or person crushing that Christ can't meet us there either, because he did both the sin and the suffering. The Lord wants to meet us in consolation, but he is really waiting to bless us in desolation. He's really waiting to encounter us at our lowest moment to give us hope, to strengthen our faith, and to remind us of his love. Well, God bless. This is the bonus one. So, hey, happy Sunday. And if you're indulging, just don't go hog wild and use some, what's the word I'm looking for? Well, I guess it doesn't matter. Just don't go hog wild. Have a great day, everybody.